Workflow Radio on iHeartRadio. Your boy Cali Cole holding it down. I really can't even name a radio station. This is going to be for the whole thing, for the whole Workflow Radio, because we got SICARS in the building. NIKKI Williams representing, and not just for SICARS, but for Sapelo Island, period. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
It's good to see you, and I'm happy I finally got you on here this time of year. Oh, yeah, of course. Coming up this Saturday, big festival going on Sapelo Island. Could you explain to the people what is going to be going on and a little bit about SICARS and what they actually do?
Okay. Well, I'll just start with SICARS. It stands for Sapelo Island Cultural and Revitalization Society. Ooh. And we are committed to maintaining the culture, land preservation, and things like that on Sapelo Island, so the Gullah Geechee culture.
That's right.
On Saturday, the 19th, is our cultural day, which has been started. It started in the 90s, 95, I believe. For a minute there, we didn't have it. So this is our second year back. So last year was our first year back, and this is our second year back since 2016, I think.
Okay, wow.
And so it is a celebration. It is everything Geechee that you can think of. It is food. It is arts and crafts. It is storytelling. It is tours. Mm-hmm. It is a welcome back to ones that have not been in a while.
Right.
Welcome to people who have never been. So you get a taste of everything. You get to enjoy our culture, and we get to share it, and we hope that people will come back and tell their neighbors and tell their friends so that they can come back again.
Hey, when you say our culture, is my culture, definitely. I actually got the first one I went to was a couple of years ago when they finally had it back. Some of the best food, like fried fish and biscuits, and we were just you feel me? We was doing it old school. Like I was just out there having a good time, and it made me feel good because like my relation to Sapelo just always my grandma, Tommy Mae Wilson, and just her telling me about growing up and going back and forth to Sapelo, to St. Simon's, and we had oysters over here and this and that, and just the life that they had there. I always want a piece of that. So, us celebrating, it's like we get a chance to come back and do that. Like, how important is that for us? Because, we're right here in Brunswick, but really everybody in the whole coast is like kind of connected to this island and have people from the island.
Yeah, it is. It's almost hard to put into words how important it is, because it just being of African descent is hard to narrow down where you're from, what, where your tree goes.
Right.
So to have some place like Sapelo where we have knowledge that is directly from our West African, ancestors,
right.
and it gets passed down to the next generation, and that is so important. And it's heartwarming, especially when you see the young kids go, "Oh, I want to learn how to make a net. I want to."
Right.
This is kind of because everybody, you think of kids today, and they're like, "I want my tablet. I want my game console." But to see them out and playing and learning how to do things that our ancestors did hundreds of years ago, it's just amazing. It's amazing that you can go somewhere and be tied that. Like that close. It's just up the road.
It's just up the road. And, it's a trip because I always talk to my daughter. My daughter go to school locally. And I have to tell her, like, hey, this is where our people are from. We don't get a lot of history, like, in school about the island. It's almost like ignored. And it's kind of weird because they'll teach your kids about, I don't want to have to, say negative things, or I don't want to sound negative, but Anne Frank. I've seen my daughter do Anne Frank 4 or 5 times being in the school system. And I'm like, the history's right there up the road. Like, it doesn't make sense, Do you think there's a way that we could kind of, like with this festival, this is a reconnection, but like, do you think there's a way like we could try to reconnect folks who are in the area with how important the island is and the culture is, and just period along the whole coast?
That's one thing that not only SICARS is working on, but other organizations along the Gullah Geechee corridor. So that extends from Jacksonville, Florida, up to like Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Right.
And so a lot of people don't even know that October is Gullah Geechee Awareness Month.
Right.
You're like, what? There's a whole month. There is a whole month dedicated to this culture. Mm-hmm. And I think starting there and putting it out there, like this festival, and promoting some of the other ones that are up and down the coast, will get people more interested. You know, there is a plethora of knowledge out there.
Right.
You just have to dig in and tap into it. And once you get one person interested, it kind of can spread. You just got to get the right ones interested. So, you know, we do things like put on Culture Day, and you know, there's even a festival in Riceboro. They do
right. Shout out to Riceboro Fest. Yeah.
So we, you know, getting out there and putting it out there is the best. Like doing this.
Right.
How we're gonna get it out there, and people will get interested.
Now, you know, with the festival coming up, and we're always trying to revitalize people and get people to come back. Isn't it like the perfect time with everything that's going on with Sapelo right now for people to return? And as you being somebody who's dedicated with SICARS, like how do you feel about what they're doing with the zoning issue? Oh, see, she gonna give you a real look right there. Yeah, I know what that look is, fam. I know what that look is. Yeah.
So, I think when you have so many people together that are connected, we have people from South Florida, Atlanta, out west that are descendants of the island, and they get to come home, and we get to show everyone else that we love our island, we love our culture, and we don't have our culture without this island.
Right, facts.
And you know, all of this stuff that we've been doing with the zoning is not just talk. You know, we are not just out here saying, oh, this is wrong. We're showing you this is what we are living for. This is what we're fighting for. We're fighting for the right to come over here and harvest grass.
Wow.
We're coming over here to learn from our elders who will be ancestors one day.
Right.
And if we don't do that, then we're going to lose everything.
Right.
So I think it's a way for people to see that, yes, we're spread out and we're all over, but we are together. Our hearts are here. And that's one of the things that I love, is that we get together and we have a good time.
Yeah.
But we also know that we can't have this good time if we don't have the island. So we all have a goal to say, okay, we have to show and prove that we are here. We don't want to go anywhere.
Right.
And so I think that's a good, I guess it's a good way to say how we feel about it.
Right.
We can come in and we can, you know, it is a good time, but it's also a time of reflection.
Right.
Because you go on the island and you see things that have changed.
Right.
And you know why those things have changed.
Right.
So now you have to figure out, what do we do to keep it from changing more? We don't want the island to be unrecognizable.
At all.
And I've said it before, I don't want to be a guest in a place that's my home.
Ooh, that's powerful. That's powerful. And that's how it could be, you know, from us from the area. Yeah. They'll have you paying a toll and talking to somebody at a gate to go to your ancestors' land.
Right.
And it's not right.
Why should I have to ask permission to go visit my uncles or my cousins in the cemetery that is for us?
Right. Facts.
We already have to do that on St. Simon's. One of the cemeteries, you have to go get somebody to unlock the gate so that you can even go in there. You know, so that's one of the things that we are really is really close to our hearts. This is home. You know, this is generations. I think we have 10th generation family still on the island. You know what I'm saying? This is not just, we decided to move here one day.
Right. We made this what it is.
Right.
We made it what it is.
And you get an authentic experience when you have the descendants on the island. And that is what we want people to understand, that without that island, without the people on that island, you don't have anything. You just lose everything that makes it the island. So,
I think that's very well said. NIKKI, I appreciate you so much. And as well as whatever I could do for SICARS, we're going to help you. October 19th is going down. Where can they get details?
SICARS.org, SICARS.org. That is our website. You can get tickets, or you can just learn some history on the website. And if you ever want to come on a tour, we have the visitor center. They can help you get a tour if you want to just come over. We have descendants that offer tours as well. Spend the night, of course. They're
going to give you the hometown feel. They're going to give it to you.
We gonna hook you up.
Hey, that's what's up. Well, make sure y'all stay locked in. We're going to keep y'all up to date. And it's iHeartRadio.